Well, 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 well. Look who decided to pop on a Friday night. And why not? Such a damn big week. Needs to be some poppage. Let me get my crap together, folks. Eventually. There's a lot of things to be excited about, such as the second Dune movie comes out in November. Well, I'm hot to trot for that crap. All right. Just about got her done. There we go. West Virginia guy 56 coming hot, man. Damn. Could this be the end of the beginning? Or could this be the. This is why I don't do Friday nights. Could this be the beginning of the end for the Pac 12? It could be. It could be. We're kind of trending in that direction, aren't we? To the chagrin of many. Like I said, there's a lot to be excited about. We got football right around the corner. That means fantasy football. You are looking at a multi-time champion. That's who you're looking at right now. I'm a wizard of fantasy football. It's great. I'm greatness. Jordan-esque. Dare I say Jordan-esque in fantasy football. Let me dust this buddy on off. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Jordan-esque, damn it. I'm so good I don't even have to display the shit. It's just for me. Oh, I know. That's annoying. But oh well. I speak the truth, damn it. Speak the truth. Black Flag Nation, what's up, man? Come on, Arizona, pull the trigger. Well, they're working on it, aren't they? They're working on it. West Virginia guy 56, Pac 12 equals Big East 2011. Ooh. The only difference is the Big East is still a thing. They're still a thing for right now. Derek Murray, what's up, dude? What is up? Yeah. I'm sure y'all have read the statement by the Pac. Oh, Colorado decided to leave. It changes nothing. Of course it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't change anything. Except y'all still don't have a TV deal. You're not going to have a TV deal. The Exodus is on, baby. All right. No one sets up a domino to knock over. What fun is that? It's a whole line of them. It's the first of many. Who we got here? Retired Tanker 14. What is up, dude? Good evening. Mom said I can stay up and watch you. Well, tell her I said thank you. But seriously, I had a great week watching the Pac-9 burn this week. Love your show. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. So did I. Salt of the earth. Oregon and Washington to the Big 12. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not 100% sold that the Big 10 is just automatically going to jump and start adding shit. I don't know. Because there is a lot of smoke with the ACC going on. And it's not just Greg Flugar. It's a lot of people. So we'll find out. I still don't think anything's going to really happen on that front this year. But I do think things are getting set. Things are being put into motion. Let's put it that way. Things like the CW. Look. Why would ESPN do something that could be considered a breach of contract? Don't think that certain schools won't use that, but I'll get to that in a later date. I would suggest to watch and keep up with the Peek Around the Corner, Greg Flugar. He does a great job. He can drive you nuts sometimes, speaking in riddles, but he's entertaining. He's actually got a pretty lovely singing voice. And let me just say, give it up to Greg for shouting out Golden Blue Dude and singing that Rocky Mountain High song. I thought that was damn classy of him to do. And at a time like that, old GBD would have dropped 12 videos a day last week. He'd be dropping 12 a day. He'd be going live every day. That dude had some hustle in him, and to see it pay off like that, he would have been all over it, and it would have been a very fun watch. And I really would have liked to have seen it. That it just sucks he ain't here. And it sucks mostly for his family, but for us little peons and nothings out here in college football land, his voice was sorely missed this week. But I think that was really cool for Mr. Flugar to do. West Virginia guy thinking about it. Curtis D316. Your mark will land Oregon, Washington, and Arizona. He's working on it. And there's a little smoke to that Washington. A little smoke as far as Pac-12 smoke goes. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not completely sold that the Big Ten is going to make a move right now. As the title of the video, everybody wants to expand, right? The Big Ten do. And Lord knows what their plan is. Like I said, the ACC thing is real, very real. They know that. All right, there's still a little crack in the door of Notre Dame. I don't think that's going to happen for the Big Ten, but we're going to see, because they want $75 million a year from NBC. I don't think NBC will pay that, but I think they'll pay a substantial amount of money because the reason they got in, I think a big reason they got involved in the Big Ten, they wanted content to go with Notre Dame. And they thought that was the perfect fit. Probably is. But they want that Notre Dame content too. I don't think they'll pay 75 for it, but we'll see what number they land on. I mean, my speculation is somewhere between 50 and 65, which would be plenty enough for Notre Dame to stay independent. But first, I think everyone wants to see that deal happen first. Before, I'm not saying that Notre Dame will be the holdup of Oregon and Washington, at least to the Big Ten. But I think that's one of the clogs in the drain that can happen, that is kind of there. The other one could be the ACC. Another one could be, I don't know if all the presidents are on board. We know the TV partners, they're ready to pay. But, what do all these presidents want to do? What does the president of Ohio State want to do? Does they want to add more teams right now? No one can answer that question. So we'll find out in pretty short order with Oregon and Washington. And we'll find out before the kickoff of the first game. Let's see here. Salt of the Earth, ACC tried to merge with the Pac? No. What are you merging with? I mean, if you're the ACC, why you're going to merge with a conference that not only just can't get a TV deal, they can't keep their teams right now. They can't, Oregon and Washington isn't going to agree to any kind of merger. They're not going to agree to a TV deal. They're not going to agree to jack shit. They just won't. You think Washington State can afford that kind of travel? No, they can't. They can't. Because the money they would make out of the ACC isn't that much more than the Big 12. And it's extensive travel. I mean, you'll make the trips if you're USC and UCLA, for the Big 10 money, for that paycheck. Oh, all day long you make those trips. That ain't shit. I mean, you're making, with all the payouts and everything, you're going to be making $100 million a year. I don't care if you got to go to Rutgers. It's $100 million. You go to Rutgers, dumbass. And everyone who's been like, they're going to regret that. They're going to regret $100 million per year with payouts, and that money is going to keep going up. Talking 12-team playoff coming. That's a shit ton of change. Big Ten teams are going to get paid. You going to feel that? They don't care. They don't care. Give me the money. But no, that merger is not going to happen. Black Rain. I've seen some Arizona fans not wanting the Big 12 because they want an invite to the Big Ten. Well, hold your breath and wait for the ambulance. A school with only 3 10-win seasons since 1899 should be crawling to the Big 12. Yeah. Now, they're looking up in football. You know, a lot of people like old Jeb. What the hell's his last name? I keep wanting to say Bush. Clearly, that's not right. Jebediah, whatever. They think he's got a little something. So, and hopefully he does, man. Hopefully he does. I don't wish any kind of ill will on Arizona, especially since they're going to be a Big 12 team. Some fans, look, I get it. There's TCU fans, I'm sure, that would love to get to the SEC. Shit ain't happening, but you can, you know, as my mom used to say, you can wish in one hand and shit in the other and see which one gets filled up the quickest. West Virginia guy 56, I would love to see Oregon in the Big 12. You might. Like I said, I think the biggest reality of this, I think Oregon and Washington to the Big 12 is a very, very real possibility. 50-50 right now, because they're not going to stay in the pack for bullshit Apple money. You know, especially if you lose Arizona as well. Dude, why are you staying in that? And something I didn't know, it's kind of watching John Kurtz the other day. I didn't know Washington was operating on a deficit, athletic deficit. Well, yeah, they're not going to stay. They get too good of ratings, and they're too big a market, and they're too good of a program to be putting up with deficits. All right, so it's all this talk about, well, you know, if it's only $5 million less than the Big 12 deal, then it'll be fine. Bullshit. Not if you're already operating at a deficit. You cannot lose a dollar. Yeah, tell that shit to Washington State. Tell it to Colorado. I mean, they knew it wasn't going to be Big 12 money. They know it, or else they would have heard something. If it was 29, 30 million a year, somewhere close, that number would have been told to them. They were given no numbers. Why? Because whatever numbers that have been bandied about has sucked. Clearly sucked. According to Jim Williams, the best numbers they got was mainly all streaming option. But there were opportunities for ESPN and other big-time linear options, but they were going to discount the shit out of you. You weren't going to get any kind of money. Not functional money. Not money that you need to get you into the black, I believe is the good one. So if you're in the red, you want to be in the black. This is bad. And the money they were offering wasn't going to get you out of this. So that's why they couldn't do it. Again, that's why ESPN lowballed the crap out of you. They knew you'd say no. Let's see here. Mike Smith, what's up, dude? Missed earlier show, but now have redeemed myself. That wasn't a show earlier, Mike. I just dropped a video. I figured I'd just make a video and talk a little crap and put it out there. Made me feel good. Salt of the earth, well said about GBD. Well, I appreciate it. West Virginia guy 56, Mountaineer Nation, truly missing GBD. I bet. He was an original, man. Well, hold on. We got internet fluctuations here. I hate this shit. Let's see if it'll clear up. Come on, YouTube, you son bitch. This thing is still screwing up. Hold on, maybe we. I don't know. Every once in a while we get a good color. What a piece of shit. Oh. I'll still go on if y'all can hear me. Mike Smith, I like hearing the Oregon and Washington talk. It was always the four corner schools at best. If you swap either ASU or Utah with Oregon and Washington, that is a win. Well, either one's a win. Either one's a win, Mike. But the big Moby Dick like thing, pardon my French, would be swapping out, Arizona State and Utah with Oregon and Washington. But keep in mind, that's not a forever move. It's not a forever move. It would be, 2-3 years, maybe a little longer. And that's fine. That's fine. I'll take that gamble. To kill off the pack, I'll take the gamble. And if they do end up leaving, fine. Fine. We got 2 or 3 years that really helps us. So I'm good with that. Let's see here. Donnie, so the ACC is looking at West Virginia and SMU. Boy, I was about to get to that. It's the title of this son of a bitch. But let me catch up on some of these. Black Flag Nation. Jed Fish. Jed? I thought it was Jeb. Okay. Well, we'll go with Jed. Damn, that's some backwoods sounding shit. Means he's probably a pretty good coach. Mike Smith, if West Virginia leaves 12 to go to ACC, I would be pissed. Lifelong West Virginia fan, and ACC has snubbed us for years. The geography is there for us and the old rivalries. However, Big 12 is just better. West Virginia would be stupid to want to join another conference where teams are trying to get out of it. No thanks. We finally in a good conference and wish to stay. Amen, brother. Black Rain, ACC wants West Virginia. Wonder if they go. Okay, damn it. I'm going to address this. I know Kuz made a video about it. I haven't watched it. Number one, West Virginia cannot go anywhere until 2031. So I don't even know why that's being brought up. I don't know why that's being brought up. They have a grant of rights till 2031. It is signed, sealed, and delivered. The entire TV contract for the Big 12, the long form, everything done. Everything's done, notarized, put in the clerk's office, has a triplet. Everything's done. West Virginia not going anywhere. Why? And Mike, you brought it up. Why are you going to go to a conference? Sure, for right now, they got some big ass brands there. Big ass brands that desperately want out. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound like the Big 12 a couple years ago? Does it sound like the Pac-12 right now? Certainly does. Why are you going to jump from a nice 2-story home into a dumpster fire? That's what the ACC is right now. The whole expansion talk, that the ACC expansion ain't happening. It ain't happening. It ain't never going to happen for the ACC. All right, just let's take a look at a couple of real world examples. The Big 12, Texas and Oklahoma, wanted no part of expansion for years. People tried to get, BYU in the conference a long time ago, or Houston. What happened? Texas and OU put the kibosh on it. Why? Because they did not want to dilute at all any money they're getting. USC put the kibosh on same teams, BYU, Houston, a number of others, especially after Texas and OU left and there were 8 teams remaining in the Big 12, and all of them had called everybody. USC said no. Now, why would they say no? They knew they were headed out the door. Why pull a prick move like that? Because they were still getting paychecks from the Pac. They're getting paychecks from the Pac until the summer of 2024. They didn't want to lose $1 on the way out. That's why they did that. Do you think Clemson, Florida State, Miami, the 3 biggest football brands they have, are going to lose $1 with as much bitching and moaning, especially from FSU? No. If you're Oregon and Washington, are you going to go there just to see their version of USC leave again? No. What if you're Utah? No, it's not worth it. Everyone knows the ACC is in the same boat, the same trouble as the other 2 conferences that already went through it. Their problem is they got till 2036. They're screwed. All right. But that commissioner, I can't remember his name, ACC commissioner, was asked the question. Basically, that's the answer you should give. Oh, we're always looking at bettering our conference. I mean, even George Kliavkoff would have answered that correctly. Even him. What else is the guy going to say? And then everyone's taking it and running with it. ACC ain't adding shit. You know, the only team that really makes sense for them is UConn. And they can't add UConn because same reason, Florida State and Clemson and Miami is not going to lose money by adding in a team. They're already pissed about the money they get now. And there's nothing additive for them. UCF would be a great ad. Cincinnati would be a great ad. West Virginia would be a great ad for them. But you can't add them until 2031. And if I'm those schools, I sure as hell don't want any part of that instability. Why am I going to leave a stable conference that makes comparable money and go to a conference that's falling apart? You got 7 members trying to get the hell out. FSU is doing everything but by putting C4 in the cracks of the walls and hitting the button. And trust me, if they had some C4, they'd probably do it. So why is anyone talking about it? It makes no logical sense for anybody. Doesn't make sense for Florida State. Doesn't make sense for Clemson or Miami. Doesn't make sense for West Virginia. Doesn't make sense for UCF or Cincinnati. I mean, it might make sense for UConn, but when I look at it, what would you rather do? Go to the Big 12 or go to the ACC? I think I would rather go to the Big 12. It looks fun. It's a better basketball conference. Just is. And they're stable. No one's looking to get out. What are you talking about? Why is anyone talking about this shit? ACC ain't doing nothing. The only thing they're going to do is put their neck on the chopping block and have it whacked the hell off. That's their future. It's the only future they got. Death. Not adding teams. I mean, yeah, I'll go stand in front of the firing squad too. I don't think so. And nothing against Coos. I love Coos. All right? That directly involves him. ACC talk and West Virginia talk, it's been there forever. I haven't seen the video yet. I'm going to watch the video because I like his content. And I want to hear what he has to say about it. But a Mountaineer fan, a West Virginia fan, should make that video. He'd be kind of stupid not to. So I understand him making the video and making the content. But I don't understand the questions because the ACC offers nothing but your own death. So, if you want to pull a you want to pull a Robin Williams, then go. But, it's not a happy ending, is it? Is that a little dark? I think that was a little dark. Oh, well. See here. Where did I leave off? Extra, Elysium, Nola, Solace. Son of a... Okay, Extra. I think that's what I called you before. And thank you for being here, Extra. I think Oregon and Washington will get rejected by the Big Ten and come to the Big 12. I don't think they'll get rejected. I think they'll eventually end up there. I think that's kind of in the cards. But it may take a while. It could take a few seasons. Could take up to 5 maybe. Who knows? While they wait, they got to play somewhere. Big 12 is the best offer they got. They're not going to play in the Mountain West. And they sure as hell wouldn't go the ACC. They want that kind of travel for that kind of money? No. I know there's travel with the Big 12. But it's not every freaking team. You can still come to Colorado. BYU. Probably Arizona. So it's not that bad. See, Paul Lupke, what's up, dude? What does the ACC think they're kidding with this expansion talk? I think he was asked a question and he answered it as someone should, the right way. It reminds me of GK's shopping remark. Big 12 has way more stability and momentum than either the ACC or the Pac. Well, the Pac, they got momentum right into the grave. Mike Smith, if we get Washington and Oregon and they want to leave later, as long as they pay the exit fee, that is fine with me. Evil grin. You can work out a less. And look, it doesn't have to be the full freight of a thing like that. There's ways to work it out where the exit fee wouldn't be insane. All I'm saying is there's value for them to be in the conference for a few years. And the number one piece of that value is killing off the Pac. Oh, I had something to say. Oh, the thing is that there's a video I'm going to make. I'm going to drop tomorrow. It's like a comedian didn't want to give away a joke before he puts it in a special. All right, Paul Lupke, way better. Okay, trying to correct yourself. Gotcha. K-Do. What's up, man? If we can get Oregon, Washington for 3 years, that will give your mark time to close the revenue gap, not to mention, or not match, but get it close. True. Maybe, just maybe it might convince those teams to stay. Well, if you get an invite to the Big Ten, it's going to be hard to turn it down, Just kind of would be. I don't know. To me, it depends way more on the Big Ten presidents because they're definitely going to keep going after Notre Dame, and I think there's a team or two they would like to have out of the ACC. But as far as people talk about expansion, they're going to get to 24 teams or more, Big Ten. No, they're not. No, they're not. I've explained it before. I'll explain it again. But Fox doesn't value everybody. It isn't going to pay for everybody. The Big Ten presidents, they're kind of picky. They really are. And they kind of work on their own timeline. And their new commissioner, Petiti, he's not going to push something on them that they don't want. They're rich as shit. They make more money than anybody. They ain't got to do a damn thing. A damn thing. At this point, with the kind of bank they're making, the number one deal is don't be dilutive. That's it. And if the TV partners are willing to give Oregon and Washington the full share, or at least the full share eventually, if they're willing to pay that freight and it doesn't have to come out of anyone's pocket, then the Big Ten presidents will probably eventually approve that thing. But I don't think there's a lot of ACC teams, not as many as people think, that are going to fit that bill where they're going to pay the full ride. No, I don't believe it. All right. Two genders, Big 12 at number one BYU. Hello, Numbskull. What's up, dude? Extra. Yeah, KD, I think they join and have success. They might want to stay in the Big 12. Kind of depends. And that's not a very likely scenario that they'll want to stay in the Big 12. But, you know, you got a better chance of them in the conference than out of it. James Smith, what's up, man? It's funny, watch those conferences squirm. Oh, yeah. And the ACC squirming is going to start soon enough. Well, I guess it kind of has, technically. That's my next video, so I won't get too far into it. Mike Smith, can't remember where I saw it, but the idea was brought up that FSU is floating the ACC expansion talk to see if ACC will redo the contract and give them an out. Somehow sounds dumb. Yeah, sounds kind of dumb. Because, like I said, look, I don't think that came directly from the conference commissioner. So it's not FSU pulling strings to get that out there. And FSU would be the first team to block that. Any addition. I mean, if it's Notre Dame, okay. Notre Dame fully comes in, okay. They'll approve that. Anything short of that, no. Nope. James Smith, ACC and Pac-12. Yes, I kind of got that. K-Do. There was another show tonight that brought up the idea that if the ACC implodes, ESPN might have the Big 12 take over the ACC network. Can you imagine Yormark with a whole network at his disposal? Whew. I think that that kind of ties in with what I've talked about, a future Big 12 ACC merger. Like, again, kind of get into the shit I'm trying to save for, other content. That's something that could happen if there's a merger. Mike Smith, and that would be crazy. Mike Smith. Damn, I don't speak foreign languages, Mike. Elia lacta est. Is that like you're breastfeeding? I don't know. For the pack right now, ACC is probably in the same boat. Whatever it is, it's not good. Mike Smith, Koo said he doesn't want to leave the Big 12. As you said, he is a West Virginia fan and caters to West Virginia fans, and many West Virginia fans have wanted the ACC for years. Plus, it is a nod to Golden Blue Dude as he wanted it. Yeah. And Golden Blue Dude, he had a point as far as just the travel, right? The travel was crazy. But if you're patient, the Big 12 will get better. Yes, sir. The travel concerns will be addressed with ACC schools and UConn. UConn makes so much damn sense. It really does. The more and the more and the more I think about it, and this was confirmed to me, and it was confirmed to me by Jim Williams. He was on 365 Sports and really made some great, valuable points. on UConn and why Brett Yormark really likes UConn. UConn has a bigger footprint in New York City than Rutgers does. All right. And this was crazy. Could you imagine a Big 12 tournament, Big 12 championship tournament basketball in New York City? That would be pretty damn cool. We're talking Madison Square Garden for the Big 12. That would be insane. It would be insane. Or hell, the Barclays Center, in Brooklyn. All of that's insane. But it's the mecca of basketball. You want to be associated with it. That's why we're in Rutger Park doing what we're doing. Expand that influence. It helps every school in recruiting. It helps with branding. It helps on every level in the Big 12. Getting into UConn, it would be an amazing fit. It'd be an amazing long-term future move. So I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Let's see here. James Smith, what's getting those conferences? They went woke. Now they're broke. Ric Flair. Woo! Oh, I don't buy all the woke go broke. Because there's some people that went woke a long time ago and they still make good money. Just don't be like Budweiser and shit all over your core customer. It's stupid. Stupid. Look at the Dixie Chicks, right? Oh, I'm sorry, the Chicks. Drop the Dixie part. Since when is Dixie just, all racist? It used to be. It's not anymore. It'll still be the Dixie Chicks. You dumb. Almost said it. Almost said the B word. Guess twats isn't any better. Extra. Honestly want the ACC to stay together until 2036. I don't want those teams getting richer. Yeah, they wouldn't like that. Rumish Lance, what's up, dude? I hope Pac adds someone and stays afloat so we can point and laugh at them for years to come. That's not very nice of you, Rumish Lance. Why don't we just cut their damn head off? That's, drawn quarter. There's a lot of ways to do this little dismemberment for you. James Smith, Big Ten, not far behind. Big Ten, not far behind. If you mean the go woke thing, I don't know. Maybe. Hidden Hawaiian. The CW deal kicked in and ACC looking for that prime slot before Gilmore Girls. They earned the jokes. You went into bed with CW. You get into bed with an ugly woman. All right, you're not going to wake up with a supermodel. All right. As a matter of fact, it's probably going to be worse in the morning. And by the way, thank you for being here, Hidden Hawaiian. Donnie, of the three schools, Washington, Oregon, and Texas A&M, which two would the Big Ten want the most? Washington, Oregon, or Texas A&M? A&M. That's pretty simple. A&M. You can talk about markets. You can talk about whatever you want to. A&M's the bigger brand. Now, Oregon's a big brand. They really are. They don't get A&M ratings. And they get good ratings. They just don't get A&M ratings. Oregon's got a ton of money. Ton of Nike money. It's a fraction of what A&M has. That is one of the wealthiest schools in the whole nation. Not even close. And for the Big Ten, that would be the perfect entry into Texas, which is far more valuable than entry into Oregon. Just is. I mean, how many 5-star recruits come out of Oregon? Not many. How many come out of Texas? 60, 70 every year. So, yeah, get your ass to Texas. Extra. They'd want Texas A&M. True, true. Foodie Memphis. What's up, man? Coos video was tribute to GBD. Coos ultimately thinks West Virginia should stay in the Big 12, and they will. Well, if it's a tribute video, then I definitely got to see it. But like I said, I wasn't kicking him in the crotch. I love old Coos. He's cool. He's had me on the show. He's got impeccable taste. Salt of the earth. If Oregon and Washington go to the Big 10, they're just one of many. Come to the Big 12 and they're top of the pack. Well, the way I'll look at it, I just want them to leave the pack. I don't care if it's the Big 10. I mean, I do. I prefer the Big 12 for a while. I would prefer that. It would help us out for a while. But if they just get to leave and go to the Big 10, that's fine. That's fine. That's just that jugular vein getting cut and spraying everywhere. I'm here for that. I'm here for a deranged, nasty B movie. Aaron Wilson, Wreckham. True. Extra. Tech and Oregon game week 2 will be awesome. That will be a good game. Hopefully we win. That'll be a huge test. It will be a big test. And don't count out Texas Tech. Do not count it out. Tell me that game's in Lubbock. That'd be nice. I got to look it up. I know they play week 2. I cannot remember where they play. Because if it's in Lubbock, I'm putting money on Tech. I'm just telling that's a bitch of a place to play. Especially early in the season. You still got that heat. Oregon don't know what to do with themselves. Mike Smith, sorry. Latin for the die is cast. I got you. Hidden Hawaiian, the die is cast is the translation. I got you. I got y'all. Thank y'all. Sorry, I'm behind on these comments. Donnie, should the Big 12 move their football title game to Las Vegas? Ooh. Title game. Probably not. To me, having you want it that sucker in Jerry World. That's where you want it. The mecca of football. That's where you want it. Extra. Madison Square Garden would be awesome. Hopefully, the Rucker Park game will be like a street game and no stands, just people standing right on the sidelines reacting to everything. Well, apparently they did a good job with it this year, and that's a continuing thing. So we'll see what happens. Extra. Dixie Normus. Mike Smith, Dixie Chicks. LOL. They still got Winn-Dixie grocery stores, though, through the South. Man, I haven't seen a Winn-Dixie in like 20 years. They've all became Kroger's around here. Donnie, Dixie Street University in Utah changed their name to Utah Tech. The people living in that area are not happy about it. Yeah, what do you do? Jeff Woodworth, Corvallis has nice truck stops. Just saying. I'm not opposed to them. We'll see what happens. But I think it's a little bit of a long shot for Oregon State. But maybe I'm talking out of my ass. Immaculate. Hey, made it. Hey, good to see you, man. Jeff Woodworth. Oregon got shoe money. A&M got all that oil money. True. And you know what? You don't have to have child labor to get the oil. Isn't that nice? At least not in this country. Nikes. 5-year-old stitching that up, isn't it? Immaculate. It comes down to the networks stipulate Oregon being part of the deal. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about there, Immaculate. give me a little further explanation before I disagree. Extra. It's in Lubbock, night game. Woo! My money's on Tech. My money's on Tech. A night game. Bring the shit. Bring it, Oregon. Tech's got something for your ass in Lubbock. Gonna have tortillas flinging at your ass all night long. Mike Smith, crazy ass wins as well at Tech home games. For those not used to it, true. Immaculate, sorry I was talking about whether Oregon can get into the Big Ten. Oregon to the Big 12 is a quick yes. Yeah, it is for us. Probably not so quick for Oregon, but for us. Oregon getting into the Big Ten comes right down to the network stipulated Oregon being part of the deal. I mean, from what I understand, the networks are willing to pay, but that doesn't mean all the Big Ten presidents want to add them right now. But, you know, that's what we're going to find out in pretty short order. We're going to find that out in pretty short order. As a matter of fact, if Washington, there's a little more smoke about Washington to the Big 12 than there is Oregon. But if Washington comes to the Big 12, then you kind of know right there the Big Ten have passed for right now. Let's see, Mike Smith. Okay, already gave you that shit. Rubbish Lance. Where can I send you a conference realignment simulator? Can't post links here. Probably. That's crazy. A simulator. Twitter. Numbskull News, Twitter. Throw it in the DMs or something. That'll work. RCF, what's up, dude? Wife told me not to join in tonight. Said you were a bad influence. I snuck out to the man shit. I probably am. You tell her. Just put the apron on, nothing else. Have some cookies ready for me later. And a few other things. Not me. That's what you need to tell her for you. Numbskull says, very little clothing, a lot of cookies, and a nice, ready-to-go bed. That's what she owes you. It's contract. That's her pro rata to you. Donnie, does Oregon still get all that money once Phil Knight is gone? There's a question that has been brought up before. Do the kids love Oregon too? Or do they love daddy's money? Or the grandkids love granddaddy's money? Yeah, we'll see how that works. I'm sure there's some stipulation in his will where there's always going to be a certain percentage that goes, but I guess we'll find that out. It probably won't take too long. What is he, 100 years old by now? Any day now. Salt of the earth. You know you're big time when Immaculate is in the house. True that. Well, you know. He's slumming. He's slumming here. Yeah, we ain't all that just yet. Immaculate. Salt of the earth. What? No, Numbskull is a star. Yeah. Wait, that's not a star. What was that Christmas Vacation? That's not the damn Christmas star, Chris. Oh. Don't drop that match. Let's see. Immaculate. There is a trust set up for it, but that's just secondhand info for me. I don't know if it's true. Oh, a trust setup. That makes sense. That's what rich people like to do. Mike Smith, after live chat is over, you can post a link in the comments section. There you go, Mike. Show them how it's done. Don't listen to me. I'm just a jackass on YouTube. I don't know how any of this shit works. I thought there was like some small gnomes in this box here next to me, you know, just peddling, throwing all my shit on the internet for me. Curtis D316, if Oregon, Washington, and Arizona joined the Big 12 would have better teams top to bottom than the Big 10. Big 10 is a little top heavy. Little top heavy. I think TCU proved that. And that was one of their top teams. It was one of their top teams that we embarrassed in front of everybody. CFB 12, Tony Altimore is literally having a mental breakdown on Twitter. Can't believe I used to listen to that dude. I got to get some video footage of that dude. I want to see that rat that's on his hair, just on his head, just fly off. Like, oh, you're so wrong. I mean, have y'all seen his hair? That's shameful. No, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to say he's too well educated to have that poor hair, is all I'm saying. Although there's been some like really highly educated people with just some shit on their head. I don't know. K-Do, this is one-stop shop. Get CFB info and primo marriage advice. 24 years in August. It's 24. Try to do the math here. 24. I'll be damned. I got it right. That's a first guess. I was married in 99. 21 years old. 21. Had no idea what the hell I was getting into. And this chick's a little nuts. Well, she has to be married to my dumbass. Mike Smith, Numbskull really is a star. Have you guys never watched Game of Thrones? He played Hodor. Exactly. Hold the door. Hold the door. Extra. Numbskull counted to infinity twice. I'm good at it. Salt of the Earth. Immaculate. Enjoy your content and all the shows. Yeah, he's a pretty good guy. Jeff Wood with Hodor. Yeah, I say more than one word, though. It's kind of hard to grow with just one word over and over again, even if you're a tree. Immaculate. Salt of the Earth appreciated. I always seem to be walking the fine line between entertaining and just plain crazy. All the best people do that. Jeff Woodworth, trusts are for people you don't trust to have money. Salt of the Earth, stars are bright deep in the heart of Texas. Not around here. Too much light pollution. Salt of the Earth, I already said it, damn it. Immaculate, Michigan blew their load on OSU. And then that month or so off after playing Purdue, they embarrassed themselves with how unprepared they were against the great TCU squad. Oh, they were prepared, Immaculate. I believe they were. TCU was up to the task, and they blew their load in that game because Georgia, that went to shit. Jeff Woodworth can't see the Big Ten pass on Oregon and Washington, but feel sorry for and take Arizona State and Utah. We'll see what happens. There's been a lot of consternation with Arizona State and Utah, but they're still good ads. Arizona State alumni speaks for itself. Utah, they're an AAU school. Come on, buddy. But no, Utah's a good program. Football, basketball, they suck. They're the shits. But women's, they're good. So there is that. You're kind of double dipping in the state of Utah. I don't know if you need to do that. But we'll see what happens. See what happens. Well, as far as Big Ten passing on Oregon and Washington, it's kind of up to them. You know, it's not like, passing on USC or something, which they clearly didn't. It's a little different. They have a lot of value, good ratings, the whole nine. Uh, there's a lot of reasons to do it, but then again, I don't know. It seems like some of these Big Ten presidents have some cold feet. So we'll see what goes on. We'll see. And like I said, I wouldn't doubt it if they do get at it. Never make their way to the Big 12. Don't doubt that possibility either. Let's see, CFB 12, they made a hilarious fail YouTube video on him called Being Tony Altimore. Ooh! Know what I'm watching tonight. Mike Smith, me and wife got married in July 29th, 1995. Damn! July 29th, 1995. I was about to go into my senior year of high school. You old son bitch. Immaculate. No one beats Numbskull on engagement with chat. Well, it's not like I have 300 people in here, Immaculate. I know sometimes, like John Kurtz gets bombarded. And can't imagine 365 Sports. They probably drowned in comments, but you guys, I like you guys. A lot of you guys are reoccurring, kind of like a yeast infection, but funner. And it's easy to engage with you guys. It's easy content. I don't have to write a lot of shit down. I can just go. Let's see here. Salt of the Earth. How many aprons does Miss Skull have? I've got a couple. Salt of the Earth, or do you wear the apron? Once in a while, it's good to mix it up, sir. Especially on an anniversary. Just, there ain't gonna be no pagan. Alright. Ain't gonna be none of that. Alright, there ain't no crossing the streams. Everything flows one way. At least in this house. Y'all do what you want to do. Let's see, Mike Smith, CFB 12. That video is gold. All right. And it is called, I just want to make double sure here. Being Tony Altimore. I will forget. I'll write that shit down. Being Tony Altimore. Immaculate. So you are saying we grow on you. There is a fungal element. There is a fungal element. Mike Smith, Immaculate agreed. Imagine having all your posts read without having used a super chat. Well, Mike, that's what happens when you don't have 1,000 subscribers yet. There's no super chat for my ass. Eventually that will be an option, but I'll probably still read everybody's shit. If you want a special pat on the ass, give me a buck. Whatever. I don't know. Dennis, the Yeast Squad. I like that. It's funky in these comments. Jeff Woodworth. Need to be the Yeast Squad on all sites. If you know what. If you know, you know. True. Mike Smith. I will post a link in the comments for that Altimore video. Appreciate that. Well, I'm about to kill it tonight. But the main reason I wanted to go live, I got tired of hearing about this ACC expansion bullshit. Just wanted to put the kibosh on it. I didn't want to make a video and cut it up and then put it on YouTube. No, we're going to go live. And so that way I could piss on everybody's dreams right away. So the expansion is not going to happen. Like I said, Texas and OU sure as hell didn't want to do any expansion before they left. USC, make sure. Son of a bitch in schools, the 3 letters. They didn't want to expand before they left either. Nobody wants to take a pay cut before they walk out the door. All right, Florida State, Clemson, Miami. No. And probably most of the other Magnificent Seven would probably vote that shit down too. So, it's a lot of pipe dreams out there. A lot of pipe dreams. Remember what Morgan Freeman said about dreaming? It ain't good. CFB 12, got to give Baltimore credit that that guy would put out a graphic on more than a graphic on the more you F around, the more you find out. I don't know. Derek Marie, good night, brother. Mike Smith, night, John Boy. KDU, Tuck Fexes, and their side chick, Oklahoma. Yeah, I'm not sad to see him go. I'm not sad to see him go. Are you going to miss all that money? They're willing to pay some to let their asses go. This is a fun conference now. We're going to get drugged down by the same big brand bullshit. We still got good brands. Fun brands that can now get some shine. It's not just all about Texas and OU. Texas and OU. Every sumbitch national writer that's talking about the Big 12. Well, we're talking Texas and OU. Oh, okay, we're not going to talk about the Big 12. We're just going to talk about Texas and OU for 2 hours. Great. That's the kind of shit I got tired of. Because I don't care about Texas and Oklahoma. I don't live in Norman. I don't live in Austin. I live in DFW. It's Big 12 territory. I want to hear about TCU. I wouldn't mind hearing about some of the other teams. Oklahoma State. Iowa State. Never heard dick about Iowa State. Why? They got a damn good coach. Damn good defense. Why are we hearing something? They only won 4 games. When was the last time Texas won this conference? And we talk about them ad nauseum. I'm just glad that shit's over. I'm glad that shit's over. Let's get some shine on some of these other teams that have been like, it's like grass in the shadow of a tree just wilting away. Can't get any attention. Now, it's all about the other teams. Thank God. Jeff Woodworth, rather be Hateful Eight than Magnificent Seven. God, I love that name too. The Hateful Eight. Unfortunately, there's 12 of us now. 13. Sorry. Sorry, Pack. Not sorry. Now there's 13. The lucky 13? I don't know. But I do like the Hateful Eight for the original 8. I love that name. Mike Smith, some call Baltimore Chart Boy. I got another chart for you. In 1941, in 1903, it's like, dude, what happened this century? Someone ain't paying attention to what's happening this century. Mike Smith, Texas, the Longhorn Divas. Everybody in the Big 12 are happy to see go. True. Jeff Woodworth, I miss watching 2 win Kansas beating Texas in Texas. That was fun. Do they play Kansas this year? I think they do. Texas goes to TCU this year too, don't they? Yeah. Yeah, Frog's got something for your ass. Take that shit with you. Extra. Them boys from Oklahoma roll their joints all wrong. Cross Canadian ragweed said so. K-Do. That was a fun night. Jeff Woodworth. We are the conference of champions that no one cares about. Yeah. Champion in badminton and whatever else. Immaculate. Sorry, maybe the FSU stuff is something we aren't talking about here. I know you believe that ACC schools will eventually leave there, I think. Well, Immaculate, I'm going to drop a video tomorrow dealing with the ACC stuff. I've dropped them before. We're going to get back into it because there's more smoke about the ACC. So I'm going to throw some shade all over the ACC in a new video. And then I'm going to go live on Sunday afternoon and discuss live. You know, and hopefully see you there, Immaculate. Whew. Kiddo, Kansas at Texas. It's all right. TCU went into Texas last year and kicked a little ass, didn't they? Salt of the Earth. Just watched Being Tony Altimore Classic. He's on suicide watch. Y'all hide the rope. Immaculate 10-4. All right. Well, I want to thank the Yeast Squad. There you go. The Yeast Squad for another great live stream. A lot of fun reading y'all's bullshit. Y'all hearing my bullshit. And Extra is asking, has Tony said anything since Colorado left? Somehow I doubt it. As a matter of fact, who was it? Jeff Swaim said he basically like silenced his account, Twitter account maybe. I don't know, or maybe he did for a night or something because he was just getting bombarded with well-earned shit, just peppered in shit. Anyway, thank you everyone for being here. All you smelly yeasty sons of bitches. See you on Sunday. Keep a lookout for my video tomorrow. Bye. I said bye, Immaculate. Apparently, Altimore made one more video. Which, of course, he put into a graphic. All right, Mike Smith is ranting and raving about the Pac did wrong. I'm sure he is. All right.